Thank you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Live from the Castle in Ossian, it's a top 10 3A battle tonight. On this Tuesday evening, it features the 5th-ranked Jay County Lady Patriots against the 7th-ranked Norwell Lady Knights. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard. Alongside Alex Howard, Colin Schwartz, I'm Derek Decker. Pleasure to be with you here tonight on this weekday evening, and we've got a really, really high-powered matchup tonight. Colin, Norwell has started to find its groove. Big win over Belmont on Saturday, 56-23. Belmont did not have Kenzie Filling. I don't think it would have mattered. Norwell absolutely dominated from start to finish in this team coming into tournament form here in the last couple weeks of the season.
And Norwell did what they do best in that game, and that's play good defense. I think they held them to 20-something points, if I remember correctly. Both of these teams are pretty good defensively. Going to have to force them, force the opponent to make the most of their possessions. Don't turn the ball over. Both of these teams are very good on defense.
All right, Alex, Norwell lost this game last year to Jay County, 69-65. Patriots led by 18 at halftime. Norwell actually came back to take the lead late in the second half in that contest, and the Lady Patriots made some foul shots and some plays down the stretch behind 37 points from their all-star Renna Schmiederman.
Yeah, absolutely. No shortage of points in that game, and no shortage of points for her. And she's back in this gym, and she's going to look to take over here for Jay County. Both teams very good offensively. Jay County a little bit better per game than Norwell. But like Colin said, defensively, both teams are going to look to shut each other down. But I think it's going to be an offensive game. We talked about it before coming on the air. It's going to be a fast-paced game. Both teams play at a high pace, and it should be fun to watch tonight.
Yeah, I would anticipate a lot of points in this one. Even though these two teams can get stops, they play at such a great pace. Coach Thornton of Norwell talked about the struggles the Lady Knights might have. This is a big and a long Jay County team that can really spread the floor out. It's what makes them so difficult to play against.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's a challenge that all Knights teams have had to face since as long as I can remember. It's just when you play four guards, you give up a lot in size. But what this team lacks in size, they're tenacious. They make things happen. Kennedy Filling Saturday night was unstoppable. And that's the key for Norwell. If she gets going early, this Jay County team might have a long night.
Yeah, she had 22 points on her own. This Norwell team made 10 threes en route to a dominant victory. Alex, this Jay County group, you look at it top to bottom, always one of the question marks coming into this game. I like this game, first of all. It's Norwell's toughest regular season test left. They've got New Haven and East Noble, which, by the way, they should be well on their way to securing a conference title, at least a piece of it. But at this point in the season, you always wonder how schedule strength plays a factor. Jay County's only real competition in the ACAC is Woodland, who they knocked off for a second time this year, beat them 38-31 in the ACAC Tournament Championship last weekend. But schedule strength always plays a factor. Norwell plays consistently 3A and 4A powerhouses, including this Jay County team. Jay County has a lot more blowouts on their schedule. The record usually looks a little more gaudy coming in, and that's no different here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it also before we came on the air. Sagarin rating has Norwell in front of Jay County, and that's just because of strength of schedule. You got to think, that weekend Norwell had Columbia City and then went up to Garrett. I mean, that right there is tougher than just about anything Jay County's seen all season long outside of Woodland, who Norwell also had here at the Castle and beat. So strength of schedule, and that's by design. Coach Thornton goes out there and looks for quality opponents to play, and you can tell it when they come to tournament time. This team's toughened up, and they're ready to roll.
Alex, we always talk about how much coaches play a factor. These are two of the best coaches in Indiana girls basketball history. Eric Thornton is eighth most in wins amongst current coaches, and Jay County's Kirk Comer is ninth most. Two guys that understand their teams very well and what they do well.
Yeah, and honestly, it shows in the stats. I mean, both teams score at a high clip. They hold their opponents to relatively low points. They both shoot it tremendously well, and that's just part of good coaching, knowing their personnel and adjusting game plans to best accommodate their going forward, and that's why Jay County has so many blocks and why Norwell has been so successful here at home as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing that plays into a factor here. Neither one of these teams has lost inside their home building this year. Jay County's 10-0, and Norwell is 8-0 here at the Castle. You look at the shooting percentages in this game, and one of the differences that comes to mind is just simply due to the fact that Norwell takes such a higher volume of threes. That's why they're 31%. Jay County, though, Alex, is selective with their three-point shots. They only have a few kids that take them consistently, but they're shooting at 39% from beyond the arc. That's a tremendous percentage.
Yeah, you're right. That is an amazing stat right there. One to keep an eye out here on the game. Norwell's going to run them off the three-point line, though. Knowing Coach Thornton's game plan, every perimeter shooter or offensive drill is going to get hard closeout, trying to run them off the line. That's just Norwell's MO. That's how they play, and that's this gritty Norwell defense that Coach Thornton's coached for years and years and years.
You've been watching the Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann's Supper Pub located in downtown Bluffton. It is your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. It's Billy Ann's Supper Pub located in downtown Bluffton. The Lady Knights have won 7 out of their last 8, and the Lady Patriots have won 13 in a row. High-powered matchup coming next on The Voice.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Welcome back to the Castle here tonight. Time now for tonight's starting lineups. And we start with the 5th-ranked Jay County Lady Patriots, who come into tonight with a record of 16-2, ranked 5th in Class 3A. Starting at guard, it's Izzy Rogers, a 5'6" senior, alongside 6-foot guard Renna Schwederman. 2 forwards for Jay County. At 1 forward, it's Sophie Saxman, a 5'7" sophomore, and Madison Dirksen, a 6-foot senior. At center, Gabby Bilbrey, a 6-foot junior. Kirk Comer, the head man at Jay County in his 12th season with the Patriots, a record of 194-76, 27th season overall, 381-202 in his career, 9th most wins amongst current coaches in the state of Indiana on the girls' side. 2 stints at Jay County, coached at Union City, Winchester, and Monroe Central. For the Norwell Lady Knights, ranked number 7 in Class 3A, a record of 15-4 coming into tonight's contest. 4 guards for the Lady Knights: Kennedy Filling, a 5'7" sophomore, Mackenzie Tolliver, a 5'5" senior, Emily Todd, a 5'6" senior, and Annabelle Johnson, a 5'5" sophomore. All-around center, Skylar Tomasek, a 6'1" junior. Eric Thornton, the head man for Norwell, 25th season, all those years at Norwell, a record of 404 and 182, and he is 8th in the all-time wins category amongst current coaches and active coaches in the state of Indiana. Tommy Carey, Kyle Hunt, Jeff Jackson are 3 officials here tonight. A rather light crowd at the Castle. Derek Decker alongside Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz. Lady Knights have won 7 out of 8. Jay County 13 straight, and they lead the series over the Lady Knights 11-4, with Norwell winning the last contest here at the Castle by a wide margin. Jay County winning last year 69-65. Norwell will attack in their home white here tonight. Jay County will counter in red. So glad you could join us here tonight. Tip is up, and it's won by the Lady Knights. Off we go on this Tuesday night inside the Castle. Inside-out play on the first possession, and Tolliver will come up short on a 3, rebounded by Schwederman. Alex, what's going to be important tonight for both teams?
Well, for Norwell, it's a turnover battle. They won that in a huge way against Belmont on Saturday night, and it loomed large in the game, even despite Filling being out for Belmont.
Yeah, Kenzie Filling was a big reason that Belmont really struggled. Granted, it was 56-23. The game was never close. Norwell only gave up 6 first-half points. First bucket was knocked down by Sophie Saxman for the Lady Patriots, and they've got the early lead here at the Castle. They go to Schwederman, and they draw the foul on Filling, plus the bucket for Schwederman. Good inside play for Jay County. You can already tell the size is going to pose a problem tonight. Schwederman averages 19 points a game for this Jay County team. Purdue Fort Wayne basketball commit, even though she's just a junior. Rainbow's the free throw home, 70% shooter. Guys, 17 of 17 Schwederman was last year at the foul line against Norwell. That is hard to beat. You can understand why Jay County's come out in a zone here tonight as well, trying to utilize their length on defense and create some turnovers.
Yeah, the 3-2-1-2 kind of look. They're kind of slow down the Knights. Aggression towards the basket, and also limits the threes that Norwell can take too. They do a really good job closing out in this zone.
Yeah, it's a tight zone. It's not just pack it in and let them out of the lane. Filling turns it over, steal by Schwederman. She runs the floor very well, but gets called for a carry and will return the favor. So Lady Knights having a little difficulty settling in. They came out blazing hot out of the gate. on Saturday night. Tolliver another spot up. This one's off the front of the rim, and Sweeterman clears another Jay County rebound. Starting to pile them up already. Down low they go to Saxman, and the first 7 have been scored by the Lady Patriots, and Eric Thornton calls a timeout. It is 7-0 Jay County. Alex, and Norwell takes a 30. Exactly the start the Patriots envisioned here on the road.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're doing it on the defensive end. A couple steals down there against Norwell. Norwell is really trying to use a lot of motion to split that zone and kind of flash into the middle, try to get to the middle of that zone. The length of Jay County has proven to be too much, getting hands in the passing lane, and the size down here on offense for Jay County as well. Schwederman with a nice bucket and one. Norwell's gonna have to figure out how to get around this now to overcome the 7-point lead by Jay County.
Colin, really nice pace to start this one tonight.
I was going to say, on makes, misses, turnovers, Norwell's really going to have to get back. That's how 4 of Jay County's points have come by pushing the ball up the court.
4 for Saxman and 3 for Sweeterman, although she's had a host of rebounds already in this first quarter. Tomaszek fumbles it, and it goes into the hands of Madison Dirksen for Jay County. And they're running the floor again. This is a team that struggled to score against Woodland. The Lady Warriors really slowed them down, 38-31 in that ACAC title game. Adams Central took them to the wire, too, a 48-38 contest. And the Patriots had trouble creating separation in that one. Kennedy Filling just called for her second foul, and 2 more free throws coming for Renna Sweeterman, and that's going to be an issue for Norwell. Filling has really been the kid. You can ask Coach Thornton about it. She has been the guy for the young lady for Norwell the last couple of weeks. I mean, whenever Norwell has needed a bucket, whenever they've needed her to take over a game, when the Lady Knights are struggling, she's been the kid, and now she's on the bench with 5:46 left in the first quarter. And Norwell already in a hole. Schwederman bends the knees and splits the pair. 4 early points for her. 8-zip, Jay. And that's another turnover. Annabelle Johnson turns it over, and now Mackenzie Feast tracks it down in the Jay County front court. 2-3 zone. Norwell cannot get any penetration. They can't move laterally or horizontally at this point. The 2 shots they've gotten have been from Mackenzie Tolliver's perimeter shooting. There's good ball movement, cross-court pass, and Emily Todd misses a 3. Tomaszek contends for it and ties it up, but it'll go back to Jay County. That's probably Norwell's best look of the night, just didn't go down.
Yeah, absolutely. Good pass, good entry pass into the middle, and then a fantastic skip pass to kind of split the zone. Wide open look for Emily Todd. Usually pretty good knocking those down.
Haley Green's into the game for the first time. Tomaszek takes a breather. And I like that sub, at least early on in the game. Haley Green did an outstanding job in her first career start on Saturday night against Belmont. Left open is Dirksen, but she's too strong on the point-blank look. Feast not afraid to let it fly, and she gets the scoring underway for Norwell. Mackenzie Feast can provide that spark off the bench. 28% three-point shooter, and gets that one to drop.
Yeah, and with Kennedy Filling sitting on the bench, that'd be huge for Feast to get going here.
That might be Norwell's best offense tonight, is push the ball up the court on a miss and not let Jay County settle into that zone.
Off balance from the baseline, and Izzy Rogers is into the scoring column. That's a tough shot. I think you're right, Colin. That was Norwell's best job of getting out in transition. Feast from the same spot, different result. Rebound, Schwederman. Boy, Lady Patriots really get it out and push it. 3 from the wing, goes down for Rogers, and it's a 10-point Jay lead. She is a 47% three-point shooter. Lady Knights look a little bit overwhelmed here to start. Tolliver's wide open, and that one falls. And Mackenzie Tolliver now 1 for 3 from distance, and she responds with a 3. Not surprised to see the shooting where it is right now for both teams. That's what you expected in this game. We talk so much about the defenses that can suffocate teams that are of lesser quality. There's a foul against Sophie Saxman. First one against the Lady Patriots tonight. Really been a nice free-flowing game so far. And they're going to roll the dice a little bit here. Kennedy Fillings coming back into the game, this time replacing Annabelle Johnson. You like that?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Kennedy's not the type of girl that's going to, fight for, scrap for rebounds and pick up that cheap third foul. She plays mainly on the perimeter, so pretty safe here for Thornton.
Green in the short corner, where they're trying to break up the middle of that zone. Todd turns it over. She's defending Schwederman well, but Schwederman has a significant size advantage against Todd. That's a foul. As crashing to the rim was Gabby Bilbrey, and she's headed to the line. Foul against Mackenzie Feast. Bilbrey is a 53% foul shooter. Outside of Schwederman, this is not a good free throw shooting team at all. 58% as a club. If you're looking for good free throw shooting, this is not the game to find it. Norwell's just 59%. Without fail, Bilbrey makes both. We've got a 9-point game. Important little stretch here for Norwell. They're only 5 minutes in, and obviously it's far away from getting out of hand, but you feel like the Knights are in need of a bucket, and this is the one that can provide a spark. That's tipped into the backcourt. It has to be tracked down by Tolliver. Filling will spot up. Just feels like Norwell's three-point attempts tonight, while this is what they do, they feel like they're out of rhythm on offense. Just kind of feels like spot-up threes. Not a lot of good cross-court ball movement yet against this Jay County zone. Triangle pass, in and out. Stop and pop. Green the rebound, 2-on-2. No numbers here. Norwell will wait for the Cavalry. And Green turns it over, and a foul in the backcourt against Emily Todd. I think what Coach Thornton was griping about there was Haley Green has been really quick to give it up tonight. She just finds that's where you want to move that zone around, is when you get it in the short corner. She's been quick to just bounce it away every time and not even looking at the bucket.
Yeah, we know she's plenty capable of going to the rim. We've seen it.
She's a great finisher.
Yeah, we saw it Saturday against Belmont. I mean, she had a couple of real nice moves to the basket. In the zone there, I mean, they're looking for her to pass it up. So a quick pump fake, and she's going to have a wide open lane.
Tommy Carey gets Sophie Saxman for a travel. Turnovers are really starting to build here for both teams. Oh, that's bad luck for Norwell. That went off of Jeff Jackson. That's just hard luck, but Norwell gets it back. Oh, Haley Green is left wide open, and she is clobbered. And the foul goes against Molly Mullenkamp. 2 foul shots for Green. One of the first real breakdowns for Jay County defensively, and it came in transition.
Yeah, absolutely. This Knights team, don't fall asleep on them in transition. They're very good at getting down the court.
Green's first point. Todd back in for Filling. Have a feeling we're going to see a lot of that substitution pattern in this first half. Filling with 2 fouls. Green 1 for 2. Norwell's in a man-to-man on the defensive end. Slipping to the back is Dirksen. Off to Madison Dirksen. And a couple misses straight here for Jay County. Oh, Feast is open, and she's short. Rebound, Schwederman. God, she's going to have a double-double in the first quarter. Oh, great pass by Schwederman. Finds Sophie Saxman. Saxman has half a dozen, and that's what Schwederman does well. She has 5 assists a night for Jay County. She's a great distributor and facilitator of this Patriot offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Great court vision there.
Well, that was a great pass from Green, and Annabelle Johnson had a wide open streak down the lane, and she just fumbled it and turns it over.
Yeah, and those are the opportunities that if you're Norwell, you're going to have to convert, especially being down by 10 here with the first quarter winding down here. Those are the opportunities you have to convert on.
17-7, Jay County leading by double digits. It's been close to this margin for the majority of this back half of the first quarter at least. Norwell showed zone, settles back to man. Rogers. Izzy Rogers has 7. Feast catch and shoot again. And it's short again. And she does get it off, but no foul called. Kurt Comer's wondering where the foul was. I don't think we had a whistle to end the quarter either. That's why there's a little bit of confusion on the floor. Kurt Comer's out at half court here. And he's talking to Kyle Hunt. Why don't we take a break? Jay County by a dozen.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Back at the Castle, Derek Decker with Alex Howard, Colin Schwartz. Alex, how did Jay County build that 12-point lead in the first quarter?
Well, a lot of it was, I mean, you want to talk about that zone. You kind of pack it in, but they've been doing a great job closing out on shooters in the perimeter. A lot of missed shots from three-point land for this Norwell team. Kennedy Filling kind of having to play half on, half off the bench. I mean, this is, believe it or not, this is a leader for this Norwell team, and as she goes, Norwell goes. Yeah. And we saw it Saturday night against Belmont, and having her on the bench, it's a killer for the Knights.
Norwell brings Tomaszek back in. She sets a back screen for Tolliver, but the shot wasn't there. I just think Norwell hasn't gotten near enough penetration here in this first half. That's a wide open look for Feast, and she doesn't miss that very often. And Feast has her second triple of the night.
You know, even when Norwell's gotten to the middle of the zone, they've been really quick to pass it out, back out to the wings instead of attacking that middle.
Rogers walks. Here comes Gabby Bilbrey after a brief blow. Brianna Dirksen back to the bench. Talking about that schedule strength earlier, despite the outstanding regular season records that Jay County has had over the last several years, they haven't won a sectional since 2006. The teardrop falls for Annabelle Johnson, and it's back-to-back baskets for Norwell.
That's what we're talking about right there. Get to the middle, make something happen, instead of just being too quick to pass it out.
All right, so it's a 7-point game. Norwell's starting to settle in a little bit. Now they get to the baseline, and that stays down for Sophie Saxman, who has an 8-point first half.
And it feels like Norwell's really letting Schwieterman penetrate very easily. The defense collapses, and she can go up with it. She can pass it, and they're getting some easy looks off that penetration.
Now Schwieterman has the ability to create off the drive. It's very obvious that she's a Division I talent heading to the next level. Just a junior and already committed. It was really one of the better performances I've seen in a game in a long time. Schwieterman last year against Norwell. And she hits the pull-up, and all of a sudden, again, Jay County creates some more separation. Just the second bucket for Schwieterman. And it's 23-12. Perimeter passing. High archer for Todd. And Eric Thornton's going to call a timeout here. First three for Emily Todd. Second timeout called by Norwell in this first half. It's a 30. We'll keep it here. Feels like so far, fellas, Norwell, every time they've began to chip away at this lead a little bit, Jay County very coolly and calmly knocks down a couple of mid-ranges to get right back to where they were.
Yeah, well, to Colin's point, defensively, Norwell is allowing Jay County to penetrate, and it's leaving cutting lanes open on the backside, which is where a lot of the baskets have come. Schwieterman's done a great job of seeing the whole court when she drives. A lot of good dishes. I mean, honestly, with her rebounds, points, and even dishing some assists, we're looking at least a double-double tonight. Sniff and triple-double with the way she's seeing the court. Norwell's team has to make sure that they're not over-helping on her. I mean, yes, you don't want her to beat you, but at the same time, I mean, there's 4 other girls on the court that are more than capable of scoring.
Well, and that's why, and you're really starting to get a feel, if you've been watching from the start, of why Jay County's offense is so efficient. It is just everybody on the floor can knock down shots. Feast tightly defending Schwieterman. Johnson, bulldog on the baseline. Norwell's creating some havoc here, and Rogers gets a 3 to drop. I would maybe argue that was Norwell's best defensive possession of the night. Very aggressive out of the timeout, and they knocked down a 3 anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they did everything right there. They stopped the cut. Schwieterman tried a little step back there. They closed out well on that. And then the 3 just bailed them out of that.
Jay County's got numbers. Schwieterman not giving it up. This is happening again. Last year, Jay County went on a 22-point run in the second quarter and outscored Norwell 27-6 in the second quarter alone. They led by 18 at the half. It was 37-19. Norwell really charged back on the road and then had some things not fall their way in the second half. That was off of Annabelle Johnson, who had position underneath but couldn't grab it. And back to Jay County it goes. And Norwell's trying to avoid that same kind of timeline tonight. It is just so hard to battle back against a team like this. And remember, Alex, totally different Norwell team last year. Kaylee Filling and Maya Shelton sparked that comeback for the Lady Knights, 2 of the more outstanding scorers in Norwell's program history.
Yeah, absolutely. And those 2 scorers did a lot of it, can drive too, as well as shoot the 3. Norwell's team right now really good at perimeter. Not a ton of drives from this group.
Great passing to break through that Norwell zone, and now we've got a tie up. It'll stay with the Lady Patriots here on this end, just inside of 5 minutes left in the first half. 13-point Patriot lead on the road. Molenkamp gave a quick breather to Izzy Rogers, who has 10 points in this first half, and there's an offensive foul against Renna Schwieterman. First foul against Schwieterman, 3rd against Jay County in this first half. Another Patriot turnover. If there's one thing to knock on Jay County, they really haven't done a very good job of taking care of the ball.
No, these 2 teams have traded turnovers multiple times in this game.
They had 19 turnovers last year against Norwell, and once again, they trade turnovers again.
Jay County's long enough to force a lot of turnovers against Norwell, so those are the careless turnovers that Norwell's going to need to eliminate in this game.
This is a potential regional matchup here, as Jay County will be the favorite down in their sectional, and Norwell the favorite in theirs. So we could be seeing this game again come February. Double dribble here, and it's really getting sloppy.
I was going to say, is that 3 straight possessions with a turnover?
But anyway, this is such a basketball-rich part of the state for the girls unit. Tomaszek had a soft pass out to Mackenzie Tolliver. Kirk Comer coaching hard on the sideline. Filling. Long board to Todd. Norwell has not had a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. And she walked again. Boy, this is getting kind of hard to watch. Emily Todd frustrated with herself as she goes to the bench. Annabelle Johnson back into the game. But when you're a team like Norwell, you have to find ways to win against bigger teams, because most of the teams, they just got another offensive foul against Renna Schwieterman. That's number 2 on her. So if that's any kind of saving grace, That could become a factor here for the final 3:41. She will come off the floor for the first time.
Yeah, she got that forearm extended there on the step back, and it's pretty good sign there for the official to call it.
But back to the point I was making about Norwell finding ways to play against way bigger teams. This is one of them. We're late in the season here, and Tomaszek has it ripped away. Madison Dirksen on the steal. Filling gets her hand in the passing lane. Haley Green back in. Tomaszek to the bench. Nobody's really been able to secure the ball in this first half. I mean, nobody's done a good job of that, really, for either team. And we've hit a real long dry spell offensively. Green gets her hand in. Rogers throws it off the foot of Filling, and another jump ball. This time we'll give it back to Norwell. Okay, we're working with unofficial numbers here, but let's see. How many is Jay County's got 11 turnovers, and Norwell with 8?
8 to 11. Norwell has more. Norwell has 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to decipher shorthand on the Castle scoring card. 3 minutes left in the first half, and Norwell hasn't scored in a while. It is 28-15. And, well, frankly, Jay County hasn't scored in a while either. And the length, a problem again, but it does find its way to Filling, who double dribbles. 20 combined turnovers, and that's probably conservative in this first half.
Absolutely.
And it's not that low scoring. There's been a ton of possessions in this game. Ooh, there's a foul. I was thinking maybe a travel there, but a foul called on Norwell first. And it goes against Annabelle Johnson. Norwell's got one foul left to give in this first half. So happy you're along for the ride tonight. Another turnover. That's been the storyline of the second quarter. Filling from way deep. And Filling has her first basket of the night. Norwell's offense in this first half has produced 5 threes and 1 2 and a free throw. Rogers doubled. 3 seconds against the Patriots.
Well, they're starting to really rack up for Jay County now, too.
Yeah. A little bit more even now, 10-12 unofficially.
This has been a really well officiated game so far, too. A couple of guys on this crew have worked regionals in the past.
You can really see Jay County's offense and how hindered it is without Schwederman in the game.
Yeah, it really does. That's why Norwell has to take advantage while she's on the bench, because she's also a big rebounding piece for him. Johnson, left hand. Second bucket for Johnson. 8-point game. Stopping a score here could make this feel like Norwell's back in the game. And they've got Saxman doubled, and what do we got? Kirk Comer in front of the scorer's table calling a timeout. And so Jay County will take a 30, which means we'll keep it right here, 28-20. Alex just mentioned it. It feels like a possession where if Norwell can get a stop and go down and get a bucket, we've really got a chance to build a little momentum heading to the break.
Yeah, absolutely. And notice, I don't know if you guys have noticed this at home, but Norwell settled into the 1-3-1 with Schwederman on the bench. And I think that's a really good move. Try to speed up the bench players a little bit without Schwederman in there to kind of settle things down and creating a little bit of havoc. Jay County turned it over on the last possession, and there got him stuck enough to call a timeout. I think it's a great move to try to force another turnover and get yourself at least another bucket here. Try to trim this thing down to 6 or less before the break.
Jay County's offense has been dormant in the scoring column for several minutes of game action. They're already bringing the trap hard. They're in that 1-3-1. Great pass out of the timeout. What a beautifully drawn up play by Kirk Comer. And Gabby Bilbrey has her first field goal. Feast, the response. And that is triple number 3 for Feast in the first half. Averages 10 a night. Ooh, that's a walk. Another turnover for Jay County. All right, Coach Howard, 46 seconds left in the first half. Can't imagine Norwell holds for one shot here.
No, they're going to continue to move the ball.
That didn't take long.
No.
And Tolliver knocks it down. And all of a sudden, we got a 4-point game here at the Castle. 30-26 in the final 36 of the first half. And that's another turnover. Brianna Dirksen throws it to Dean Pantazzi. And Norwell's got a chance to draw this to a one-possession game before the break. They'll bring in Kennedy Filling for Annabelle Johnson for what is likely the final possession of the half.
Yeah, and good sub there, too. I like not having Kennedy Filling in when you're trying to run that 1-3-1 because she's known to get a little handsy at the top of that 1-3-1.
Feast from the corner. Got it! Mackenzie Feast has a dozen, and we got a 1-point game. Rogers across the timeline. Student section coming alive for the first time tonight. Waiting for the flyby, and Saxman lays it in ahead of the horn. And the entertaining end to the first half comes to a close. After 2 quarters, it's Jay County 32, Norwell 29. Everything you wanted and more on a Tuesday night at the Castle. We're back with a halftime show after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a longtime family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC. In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built Forever home.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 10th and pay $10 for the entire month. Join on January 11th, pay $11, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
Back here at the Castle, time for the halftime show with Alex Howard, Colin Schwartz. I'm Derek Decker. Alex, this thing really has a different feel as we head to the half. Jay County had built it to as many as a 12-point lead in that first, in fact 13 in the second quarter, but now we've got a 3-point game despite a late bucket by Jay County. A lot of momentum built in the final few minutes of that first half with Schwieterman on the bench.
Yeah, Schwieterman's second foul was huge for the Knights team. We talked about their ability to go 1-3-1 defense out of that. Out of Schwieterman being on the bench is huge. The bench for Jay County had a huge problem passing through that 1-3-1 defense that Norwell runs so well. We talked about it. Probably can't do that with Schwieterman on the floor just because she's so good penetrating with the basketball, and that zone is done once you penetrate it. But Norwell also on the offensive end extremely better. Feast couple of huge threes there at the end. Kennedy Filling getting her first three in a huge moment. Todd knocked down a big one as well. Norwell shot it well in that second quarter to kind of bring this thing back to a more manageable deficit.
Colin, it was really a storyline of a couple of teams having to play with some of their best guards. Schwieterman for Jay County sat a lot of that second quarter, and Norwell had Kennedy Filling on the bench for a lot of the first quarter. So two teams learning. This is a lot of good experience in a non-conference game right before the state tournament, which is going to be important in a couple of weeks.
Boy, and when they went out, it kind of exposed their offense too, and
no kidding.
The things they struggle with. And both teams, the turnovers really racked up. But Norwell was able to figure it out there at the end of the second quarter and able to get this back within striking distance. You know, this game was on the verge of getting out of hand. At the end of the first quarter, early second quarter, and Norwell was able to fight through some turnovers from both teams. It got a little choppy, and Norwell showed good resilience right there, and they need to come out here and pick it up. You know, this is where whenever you build momentum, you almost don't want to go into halftime.
Last year, Norwell trailed 37-19 at the break. Schwieterman had 37. They trailed by only 3 in this contest, and Schwieterman has just 8, but she's on pace for a double-double, and depending on how the second half goes, maybe a triple-double with assists. We'll be back with the remainder of the halftime show in just a few moments, followed by the third quarter on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Back here at the Castle. Hello, second half, 32-29. Norwell trailing by just 3 in a game that Jay County led by as many as 13 points in the first half. With Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz, I'm Derek Decker. So glad you could join us on this Tuesday night from Ossian. All of our ice issues have finally been taken care of, although you didn't get to have a game tonight. But middle school groups have been canceled the last couple of nights. Get a crack at the county rivals in Bluffton tomorrow at the Dungeon. And your final regular season contest, Alex, before the NE8 MS tournament gets underway.
Yeah, very excited to have that last game before going into the tournament. Got a couple of solid days of practice before Monday, but very excited for the conference tourney coming up.
Well, Jay County will start with the ball here in this third quarter, and the starters are on the floor for both teams. Renna Sweeterman is the playmaker for Jay County. If you're just joining us, she had 2 fouls, really back-to-back fouls, and they were early in the second quarter. She had to hit the bench, did not come back in, and Jay County really suffered for it. They get Izzy Rogers free, and she hits another 3. Izzy Rogers close to 50% on the year. She's got a baker's dozen to lead all Patriots.
Yeah, I was watching Sweeterman on that possession there. Mackenzie Tolliver, a little face guard there on Sweeterman. Rogers is picking up the slack in that department for this Patriots squad.
Norwell has had issues against this stout Jay County zone, although they got a little bit more freedom without Sweeterman on the floor. They really took a hit on both ends. It was more noticeable on offense, but they took a hit defensively as well, and I think a big part of that, Alex, is the number of rebounds that Sweeterman pulled in that first half. She's such a good defensive rebounder. She has a great nose for the ball and understands where to be and get position.
Yeah, absolutely. Norwell had a couple of offensive rebounds, boards there while Sweeterman was sitting on the bench with 2, and that was huge for this Norwell comeback.
Second chance opportunities. Tomaszek sits in the middle of the zone. Didn't look at the bucket. And they'll have to reverse it. One of the longer possessions of the night, but Norwell hasn't settled yet. They double Tomaszek. Nice find, good vision, and a great look for Filling. And the rebound taken away by Dirksen, and a foul against Norwell. Well, they got Filling wide open there. It took them a long time, but I think got the look they wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want Filling, a lot of space, wide open. That's usually a shot she knocks down. Maybe a little cold coming in at halftime, but all in all, pretty good, patient possession by Norwell, not trying to force too much.
A lot of possessions resulted in turnovers for both teams in the first half. Down low, Dirksen has it altered. Oh, great play by Annabelle Johnson, who throws it in. Gabby Bilbrey's toe was on the baseline, and It goes back to Norwell. Heads up play there by Annabelle. Johnson has a couple of big buckets for Norwell tonight, too. Ran the point. He's been in and out a lot. Eric Thornton has subbed far more than he normally does in the first half. Had to, with Filling in the foul trouble that she was in. So the two best players in the game are really the only two that are in foul trouble at this point. Great screen by Tomaszek. Filling wide open for three. That's a really nice play design, and Tomaszek set a great screen. Norwell's back within three. Sweeterman crossover. And way short. That one slipped off the fingertips, and Norwell has a chance to tie the game here on a three. That's hard to believe, considering where we were at 4 minutes of game time ago. Jay County was up 28-15. I will say, for all the things that have happened in Norwell, where they were at and the possessions that they had that were pretty empty in the first half, inside-out movement. Filling ties the game at 35. Back-to-back threes for Filling. She's got 9. And we're all square at 35. Tell you, Alex, Jay County looks a step slower defensively out of the gate here in this third quarter.
Yeah, but Norwell's also being way more patient on offense. Really not forcing it to the middle at all. They're waiting for that pass to come open. They're okay passing around the perimeter a couple times, but then to find that flasher in the middle.
Feels like they made some really good adjustments at the break. Tomaszek turns it over. Patriots will make a sub. Here comes Brianna Dirksen. Checks in for Madison Dirksen, the sophomore version. 3 Dirksens on the roster. Pick and roll, but they didn't give it to her. Instead, it's Rogers again, and she has been the dagger in Norwell's side tonight. 15 points for the senior.
Yeah, she's really picked up any type of offensive slack that Jay County's had tonight.
That was a bad shot by Filling, in my opinion. Just took a 3 off the bounce that you can really get any time you want. That's the kind of possession that you just can't have coming off of giving up a bucket. I mean, that's just, you've worked so hard to get back to a tie game, and then you take an ill-advised shot after giving up a basket. And you cannot give Rogers any space tonight. And we know she's a good shooter, 47% on the year. Sweeterman up and under, can't get it to stay down, gets her own rebound and is headed to the line. Strong move by Renna Sweeterman. Sweeterman is a 70% free throw shooter, 2 of 3 tonight. Well short on that one. A couple of subs for the Patriots. Back in is Madison Dirksen, Haley Green, and Mackenzie Feast for Norwell. They'll try a little offensive spark here. Feast had 12 points in the first half on 4 threes. Sweeterman gets 1 out of 2. Sweeterman will take a breather here as Molly Mullenkamp is in for a moment. Can't imagine she's on the bench for very long. Halfway through the third quarter, still a 3-point Patriot lead. 6-6 in this frame. Here, Coach Thornton getting after his Lady Knights a little bit. Green lost it, tipped by the Patriots. Well, in some of the other games where Norwell has been down this year, and this is not like they're in a big hole here, I'm just saying, in some of the games where they've been down, intensity level has been an issue. That's really not been the problem tonight. It's been a hard played game for both squads, I think. Way out there for Feast. Smallest player on the floor gets the rebound. Filling is headed to the line. And Annabelle Johnson creates an outstanding second chance there for Norwell.
Yeah, and that's why Coach Thornton puts her in the middle, right? Because she's strong with the ball. She's decisive. And I think that for that reason right there, she can go get scrappy rebounds, and that's the example right there. And a great drive by Kennedy Filling to get to the line.
Filling's a good free throw shooter, 72%, best on the squad. Now into double figures with 10. Schwieterman took a 37-second break. She's back in. Two for two. The way this game's evolved from being a wide Jay County lead in the first half, now it feels like one of those games where who's going to make critical plays down the stretch? And I mean, at least on paper, that would favor Jay County just because of the experience. They loop it into Schwieterman. She has tripled, and they get Norwell for a foul, and I think Tolliver on the reach. Yeah, they got Annabelle Johnson. Not of any real value, as that's only her second. Nobody's got more than 2 fouls in this game. Really haven't been all that many fouls. Just filling in. Schwieterman got a couple early in the game. Created some issues for their respective offenses. Schwieterman cutting across and walks. Norwell's never led in this game. It's 38-37, and they're going to try to take their first lead on this possession deep in the third quarter. Jay County scored the first 8 points. Johnson leaning in and finishes through contact, and the Lady Knights have their first lead tonight. 39-38. Big bucket for Annabelle Johnson. Schwieterman almost a mishandle at half court. Feast defending Rogers. And they front Schwieterman, and it's off her fingertips. And that's the result of Mackenzie Tolliver fighting for position to get in front, creates that turnover.
And we talk about how gritty these guards are. That right there is a mismatch. I mean, in the books, that is a mismatch. And Tolliver's effort and intensity level to get around there and enforce that turnover, you can't coach that.
That's an understatement. She's given up 7 inches. Tolliver way out there and got it. 9 points for Tolliver, and it's a 4-point Norwell advantage. What a game this has turned out to be. It has really turned. Schwieterman stuck out top. Tolliver in her grill. Oh, great cut by Schwieterman, but comes up short on the layup. And it's loose. Schwieterman trying to do it all and buries a 3. Big-time players making big-time plays here in this third quarter. Set up for a great finish. Extra pass. Feast is left alone. Off the mark. Rebounded by Bilbrey. Schwieterman trying to do it all again, this time well short. And I think Kirk Homer's not pleased with that shot. While Schwieterman's clearly the best player on the floor, there are plenty of other capable shooters on this Jay County team, most notably Izzy Rogers tonight, who has more points than Schwieterman. And I think she's got to share the basketball a little better here.
Yeah, and Jay County's early run was when they were sharing the ball, moving the ball really well against this Norwell defense. So that ill-advised shot there by Schwieterman is just not what Jay County needs right now to kind of keep pace with Norwell.
Not at all. And Kirk Comer understands that.
Oh, absolutely.
Emily Todd back in. She hasn't played much in this second half.
Norwell's really done a better job of getting to the ball into the middle of that zone. And every once in a while, I'd like to see that person turn and look at the basket, maybe look at a shot to make that defense collapse a little bit more.
.40 seconds left in the quarter. Tolliver active again, causing problems for Schwieterman, and she turns it over. And now Norwell will try to hold for the final shot. Norwell fans love it. Battled back to take a 1-point lead, trailed by 3 at halftime, as many as 13 in the first half. Johnson lob play, filling on the catch and layup. And that's how the third quarter ends. Beautifully timed, 13 points for Filling. Norwell will carry a 3-point lead into the final quarter on The Voice.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Well, if you're just joining us, you've missed a really good one so far, as we expected it to be. 44-41, Norwell leading Jay County. Here as we enter the fourth quarter in Ossian on a chilly January night. Rather light crowd, although it's come alive a little bit in here after Norwell has made their run. Derek Decker beside Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz tonight on WellsCountyVoice.com. A little 2-for-1 action, too. Norwell gets a chance after a tremendously executed lob play to Kennedy Filling to finish the quarter. Now they get to start the fourth with the ball. And I'm glad we look a little better this time. We hyped up the Belmont game to be some great contest, and granted they were without their only senior, but Norwell completely controlled that one. Oh, great pass. Johnson to Todd. And the Lady Knights have their largest lead of the evening. It has really been an impressive comeback tonight, and it's far from over. There's a kick by Tomaszek, but active defense, and the Knights fans love it. Got the Knights as making 12 threes tonight. 12. They've only got 47 points, so that's a significant chunk of their offense. Free throw line jumper, no good for Dirksen. Tomaszek. Oh, they got a jump ball. Thought that was probably going to be a foul on Dirksen. It'll keep it with the Patriots. Todd the swipe down, got the deflection. Jay County really just looks out of sorts right now offensively. Now they get Schwederman free, and Tomaszek fouls her. 14 points for Renna. Tomaszek just picked up her third foul. And Haley Green is back in. Chance for Schwederman to draw it back to a one-possession game. And she will. 15 points for her, 15 for Rogers, 10 for Saxman, and 4 for Bilbrey. Rounds out the scoring for Jay County tonight. Although Saxman or Bilbrey, I don't think, has scored in this second half. I think it's been all Schwederman and Rogers. Johnson lost it out of bounds.
You know, I was just thinking, offensively for Norwell, you can kind of sit on it a little bit in the zone and pass it around the perimeter, make them extend that zone, and then find the middle, find the short corner, and get the easy bucket. There, Annabelle Johnson just not able to control it.
I think they just got Renna Schwederman for her third foul. Offensive, oh no, they got Sophie Saxman away from the ball. Nevertheless, it is a turnover, and Mackenzie Feast is back in. Annabelle Johnson to a round of applause as she hits the bench. Just a 3-point game. Man, I really hope we get to see this game again next month. I've said that a couple of times this year. Deep corner three, drops for Philly. 16 points for the sophomore, and Norwell has made 13 threes tonight. Schwederman hand-checked before the drive. Foul against Mackenzie Tolliver. So that's the 5th against Norwell. They're down to 1 to give.
You know, it felt like in the first half that Jay County was really pushing Norwell's guards back towards the half-court line. That top person was really forcing the passes to be back towards half-court. They kind of lost that. Norwell made an adjustment. They're getting a lot better looks, and it's easier to penetrate that zone for Norwell.
I think Norwell's really turned up the intensity on defense, too. What do we got here? I think we had a foul before the shot. We do. And it's on Emily Todd. I think Mackenzie Tolliver has done an unbelievable job on Schwederman in this second half. I mean, she has been like a second skin the entire second half. Schwederman on the catch and turn. And she's now got 17. All right, Jay County fans who brought a nice little contingent with them from Portland tonight, making a little bit of noise. Completely reversed roles from where we were at in the first half. Jay County was the aggressor. Feast is swatted by Schwederman pretty easily. Schwederman down the lane, too strong. Tolliver the board. And great timeout there by Eric Thornton as he could feel it slipping on offense a little bit. This one's a full one. We'll step aside and be right back on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Just over 5 minutes to go here at the Castle. 4-point Norwell lead. Alex, Norwell takes a timeout there. They've got 2 to go. Typically you want a lot of your timeouts late in the game, but I think that was an outstanding usage of one there. Norwell had a couple of possessions in a row that felt a little bit out of rhythm, and Coach Thornton trying to perhaps draw something up on a set play out of the timeout.
Yeah, and not only that, but they got to understand you don't need to go super fast here.
Right.
I mean, you have to be content with passing around the perimeter, stretch out the zone, and then you can go to the middle and find the space in that. But I think a lot of it too is defensively. You know, Schwederman starting to get rolling here. Talking about how they want to help on that.
Turnaround pass. Emily Todd too long. Schwederman gets it and moves down the floor for Jay County, pushing the pace. Oh, man. I don't know about that one. Schwederman was bowling down the lane, and I have a hard time believing. Well, they got Todd on that? I guess it was, okay. Well, that makes a little more sense then. I was thinking they were going to get Tolliver. So I can buy that. First free throw is no good. But I was going to say, I have a hard time believing that Schwederman's going to be misplaced by either one of those. She's got a significant size advantage on both Todd and Tolliver, and she misses both, but Bilbrey gets the offensive rebound. And down low it goes to Dirksen. And she will have it trickle out of bounds. Missed opportunity there for the Patriots. Well, not quite as many points as last year. We've had some more turnovers, but it's been a really good one nonetheless. Green filling wide open. Great rebound by Bilbrey. Schwieterman's just starting to put her head down and go to the bucket. Great dish, and Sophie Saxman is fouled. Norwell fans are really displeased about that one. And that foul went against Kennedy Filling. It's number 3. First one no good. And that's 3 free throws missed in a row by Jay County. Again, it's been a pretty light crowd tonight, but they're starting to get into it here, and that is part of what makes it so difficult to win here. It's very similar to Jay County, as we mentioned. Patriots 10-0. Wow, that wasn't even close. Another offensive rebound, and Dirksen completes the bucket from the baseline. Norwell cannot get a defensive board, and Dirksen has her first basket to make it a 2-point contest halfway through the 4th. Filling is denied by Schwieterman, and she's running the floor. Schwieterman, the step through, we're tied at 50. And the Jay County fans making noise now, and Eric Thornton will call another timeout. We've got a great one here at the Castle. Don't go anywhere. We're square at 50.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Wowza. Does this feel like a tournament game or what? Tied at 50 in this 4th quarter, and there have been some really erratic swings in this game. Norwell trailed by 13 in the first half. They've led by as many as 6 in the second half, but now it's the Patriots with the momentum, and 3:41 on the clock. Just a classic finish could be upcoming here. I think Alex Norwell's in bad need of a good offensive set. They haven't had one in several possessions.
Yeah, and against the zone, you can get it if you just be patient and wait for them to extend this thing, and the middle and the short corner will open up.
Well, they're very patient on this possession, as you mentioned. Oh, that's way downtown for Tolliver. And the rebound taken out by Bilbrey. And Jay County can retake the lead. Schwieterman lost it, but Tolliver couldn't pick it up. I am amazed at the way that Schwieterman has just completely trying to take over this game. She understands she's the best player on the floor, and every time she gets a rebound, which feels like every single miss Norwell's had tonight, she just puts her head down in the second half and goes right to the rack and tries to create a play. And Norwell is having difficulty stopping her speed in transition. Oh, mid-range for Dirksen. That is not her shot. And it's off of Jay County last. Dirksen is a good shooter inside, but that is not her look. The 6-foot senior averages 12 points a game, only has 2 tonight.
And before making her only 2, she missed 5 before that. Right at the rim, too.
And we've got a foul called on Jay County. First one in a long time against the Patriots. It goes against Saxman. It's number 3 on her. Plenty of fouls to give for Jay County, which really plays into the advantage of the Patriots because they can afford to over-pursue and be aggressive on defense. I imagine that's going to be a point of emphasis in Kirk Comer's full timeout. We'll take it alongside him. 2:33 to go at the Castle.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Alrighty, fourth quarter at the Castle. We're getting pretty late, fellas. These are the plays that make or break the game at this point. 2.5 to go, and the possessions are going to be limited down the stretch. We are all tied at 50. Alex, it's been a long time since Norwell scored, or at least it feels like it. It's probably only been a couple of minutes of game action, but Jay County has scored 4 straight to tie this thing back up.
Yeah, and you talked about it. Possessions are probably going to be limited down the stretch, and I think if you're Norwell, you make sure of that. I mean, you limit the rest of Jay County's possessions by having good possessions of your own.
Filling catch and shoot out of the timeout, and it's a corner triple for Kennedy Filley.
Or don't listen to me and just shoot it 2 seconds into the clock rolling. How about that?
Well, she got a great look in the corner.
Absolutely.
You know, this offense really fiends for getting the first good look that they can get. And that's exactly what that was. Gee, I wonder who Jay County's going to try to get free on this possession. And instead, Rogers takes a step-back three, which I do not understand. Rogers has been a great spot-up shooter tonight. She's been good in the mid-range. But please explain that shot, because that is just a completely unnecessary one, if you ask me.
I mean, there's just been a couple of possessions for both teams where certain players just try to do way too much in a moment where
that's what it feels like.
It doesn't need to be that yet. You know what I mean?
Under 2 minutes to go. Tomaszek has it knocked away. Now she finds Tolliver. Well, now you're at a spot, if you're Norwell, I mean, you really don't want to take a...
Just pump the brakes here.
Yeah, you don't even need to take a shot unless you get fouled. Now they're going to bring a trap out top. Remember, they've got 3 fouls to give. Annabelle Johnson will miss the layup. Tomaszek there. Second chance, count it, plus a foul. Skyla Tomaszek cleans up the miss and puts Norwell up 5. And that's the first bucket of the night for Skyla Tomaszek. Johnson recognized Norwell had a 3-on-1 down the lane there. And Tomaszek, a strong putback finish, but she misses the free throw. 55 to 50.
You got to turn around.
Tolliver does. Schwieterman walked. And again, Schwieterman's trying to make plays off the dribble, and I get it. But there are other capable shooters on the floor right now, and even if she's the one to take the shot, you got to get other people involved at least to set it up.
Well, you want to talk about another thing. Mackenzie Tolliver has been face guarding her this half, and once Schwieterman's given up the ball, she hasn't really gotten it back in a great spot. So that's probably part of her mindset, too, of trying to make things happen by herself.
Dangerous passes here, but now good ball movement. No reason to take a shot. Why did Feast take the mid-range? Well, now you know why. Mackenzie Feast has her first 2 of the night. Kurt Comer takes a timeout. It's 57 to 50. The Knights on a 7-0 run here at the Castle. We'll take a quick break. 60 seconds to go.
Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC.
60 seconds to go here at the Castle. 57-50. Norwell trying to pull a minor upset here at home to stay unbeaten. Here's a straightaway three way off. Bilbrey with the rebound, and they'll give it back to Rogers, who's short, rebounded by Tomasek. And she throws a cross court to Filling, and this is a turnover as she threw it into the backcourt with 40 seconds to go. Caught it on the sideline, had to save it in. That was a heck of a find by Tomasek. And so they turn it over. Jay County's got it down 7, but they're in desperate need of a bucket now. Schwederman the step back. Rebounded by Feast. And now Jay County's got a foul. They've got
absolutely right now
one to give here too, as long as Norwell can hang on to it. There's a clobber. No free throws yet. If you're Norwell, you would ideally want to try to find Feast or Tolliver or Filling. That's the 4th foul, by the way, on Saxman. But Johnson's out there, and she's a sub 40% free throw shooter. All right, this is the one you want to foul. Yep. Tomasek, 55%. It's not the best option for Jay County, but it's the next best option of those on the floor. Feast, Filling, and Tolliver are all around 70%. Tomasek at 55% and Johnson at 39%. 1-1 here for Tomasek. Got the front end. Just her 3rd point of the night, and they've all been in crunch time. The big putback bucket is really a turning point in this game. That one rims no good. But they've got to go in a serious hurry here. Schwederman for 3, got the roll. Comer will call a timeout with 11 seconds to go. But the Patriots are in trouble. Down 5. We'll keep it here and reset things for you. 11 seconds to go. Norwell trailed by 13 in the first half, has led by as many now as 8 in this 4th quarter. An 8-0 spurt when it was tied at 50 has sparked the Knights to a 5-point lead here, and all things considered, as long as they can hang on to it and not turn it over, they're going to come away with a really quality victory here at home.
Yeah, absolutely, and this game had its fair share of runs from jump. Jay County getting off to a hot start. Norwell working it back with a little run of their own when Schwederman had sat with 2. Then Jay County, Norwell had the lead and looked like Norwell was about to pull away. Jay County a little run of their own. We got tied at 50, and that 8-0 run by Norwell was absolutely massive. Sparked by the Kennedy Filling 3 in the corner
on the timeout,
off the baseline inbound play. Sparked this Knights run right here.
And in the middle of that 8-0 run, too, you can really look back. If you're Jay County, you're really going to be kicking yourself. They had about 3 or 4 missed extra points. free throws in a row. So, just too many missed opportunities for Jay County tonight. Felt like Schwederman got out of control a little bit towards the end, and it just gave away some possessions.
I think it really becomes evident Jay County has not lost any close games this year. The 2 games they've lost have really been games where, especially the one they lost early in the season, North Central, was a 30-point loss. They haven't been in that many close games. And Eric Thornton had to burn his last time out there. Want to make sure you don't turn it over. So he's all out of them. Jay County's got 1 left. But I think Norwell's played in far more closer games this year. And while I said the experience would make a difference, I think Jay County's possessions down the stretch have really been poor. Schwederman, honestly, for the last 12 minutes of the game, it was the offensive sets for Jay County was Schwederman gets an offensive rebound, or a defensive rebound, which she's got to have like 15 of those tonight. Gets the board, charges down as quick as she can because she's one of the quickest players on the floor, can create space, and that's really it. And then she either tries to dish it off and turns it over or gets a bucket or misses a shot. And it just kind of feels like it has been out of control. Like I said, you maybe want Schwederman or Rogers to take the shots down the stretch, but you've got to get other players involved to set that up. And I think that's where the difference has been. Norwell's had several players make threes tonight where they've got the perimeter ammunition that can space it out. You talk about the 4-guard set. They can all knock down threes. They've made 14 of them from beyond the arc tonight.
Right, and Jay County's possessions early in the game, it was everybody getting a touch on the ball, everybody getting involved. As the game kind of has worn on here, it has been more Schwieterman, more Rogers than anybody, and it's really shown. Norwell's just shut down and closed out harder on Rogers, and double Schwieterman, face guard by Mackenzie Tolliver, and that's really made the difference.
They'll foul Feast with 6 seconds to go.
And like you said, Derek, that could be because Jay County hasn't played in a lot of close games. They haven't won a lot of close games. So maybe they just don't know how to win those in those crunch times yet, which is where they're going to walk away saying, man, this was a good game for us to get ready for the tournament, as you've been saying.
Yeah, and you're right, but you really feel like you could have come away with the win here. Feast misses the free throw. Rogers from 3, too long. Clock expires, game is over. Norwell gets a big win here at home tonight over the Lady Patriots, 58-53. Norwell stays unbeaten at home, and they hand Jay County just their 3rd loss of the season. Jay County had won 13 straight before this victory tonight, and if you're looking at things on film, one thing we didn't talk about, Alex, before the game, and we'll talk about it with Coach Thornton after, this team did not practice between Saturday's Belmont game and today. They went in and watched film a half hour before the warm-ups tonight and tried to get ready in a last-minute scenario and knocked off a 16-2 Jay County team here at home.
Yeah, and if that doesn't tell you how much this team's clicking right now, I don't know what does. I mean, the game against Belmont to see just, I mean, honestly, how hot they started.
Yeah,
it was incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. And then the shooting tonight, after kind of a slow start, the ability to just come out and get things done, I mean, just speaks highly of this Coach Thornton's team and, you know, the trajectory they're going here going into the tournament.
Really impressed by the victory here tonight. And we will get a chance to talk to Coach Thornton and review this one in just a few moments. Norwell beats Jay County 58-53 here at the Castle.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 10th and pay $10 for the entire month. Join on January 11th, pay $11, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit FWYMCA.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension, Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 10th and pay $10 for the entire month. Join on January 11th, pay $11, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Castle here, joined by Norwell head coach Eric Thornton following tonight's 58-53 victory. Coach, obviously, first of all, congrats on a gritty win for your ball club. We were just talking about this a moment ago. You didn't have any time to prepare for this game. This is a real quality team, at least on paper, your toughest test left in the regular season. What does that say about your ball club that you were able to watch film 2 hours before game time, try to get ready as much as you could, but really not having kids in the gym yesterday with the ice situation and the time off? You're coming into this game a little bit blind, and you come away with a big victory.
Yeah, I probably didn't handle it as well as the kids did. Just inside, you're struggling a little bit just to be able to say the right things. And
right.
And like you said, we did watch some film. Brought them in. Just again, kids can't watch too much film, so you try to clip it out. Here's what is the most important stuff, and we went over a little bit of stuff that they do, but it was more about let's just get on Sweeterman's right hand. Let's just sit on her right hand, and let's just try to make her go left. It's a very simple thing that, you teach kids at an elementary age, make her go left, and here we are talking about that with And that's no knock on Sweeterman at all when I say that. She is a legit Division I player who will do very nicely at PFW. I'm very happy for her, and she's very deserving. But she just tore us up a year ago, and we thought, you know what, if we're going to play these guys again, we cannot survive a 37-point performance and 17 free throws. And it was just too much to overcome. We have to make somebody else do it. Not a great start for us. I lied a little bit to our kids and told them, you know, guys, remember, we always play well when we're supposed to have school and don't. And that's not true. We never play well. And they didn't know that. And Jason said, that's not true. And I said, no, it's not. It's not. Like when we walked away. So, you know, this team has just kind of figured some things out. I don't know. You know, it started in the Carroll game with, you know, you get down big and then you come back. We took the lead and then we couldn't finish it out. You know, tonight our kids finished it out. And that, I think, is a great step for this team. We talked at halftime about just stretching ourselves and how do we get better, how do we grow as a team. And, you know, at the end of the third quarter, we sit there and say, guys, she played that quarter. It wasn't like the second quarter where we came back and made a run when she was out. Like, you did that with her in the game. We can get this game. And our kids went out and took it, and just a really gutsy performance. Super proud of our kids.
Well, we've talked so much about Kennedy Filling over the last couple of weeks and the way that she's been able to take over games. Obviously got into foul trouble really early in the game.
Yeah, she did.
But she was able to play good minutes throughout the second quarter. She was on the floor during the run that you made right before the half when Sweeterman wasn't in. But it wasn't just Filling tonight. We had you down for 14 threes tonight, and it was really a team effort. Filling knocking down a host of them. You had Tolliver make 3, Todd make 2, and then Feast made 4 of them in the first half, and it propelled you to a victory where we were just talking about it. Felt like down the stretch, Jay County had one player to go to, even though Izzy Rogers also had a great night. Yeah. But you had the weapons, and you got contribution from your other guards tonight that made a difference.
We really did, and we have to move the ball. You know, against the zone, I look back to the DeKalb game and how we struggled against that zone, and we've really worked hard here this last month or so to become a better zone offensive team. Mm-hmm. Our kids are making better decisions. We're more decisive, I think, out of the middle, if that makes sense. We're quicker with it. We're getting it there more where we can collapse the zone, and then, you know, our shooters are very confident right now. But you know, it's a team that we've struggled with over the years, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
And we have not had a lot of success. You know, Izzy really hurt us in the first half. You know, 47% three-point shooter who's just excellent. We didn't want to leave her, but sometimes you get caught doing that. You get caught watching Sweeterman. And she makes passes that normal high school girls basketball you don't see, and it exposes you. Saxman had 10 at half, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she's a 4.5 points per game, but that's kind of the stuff you have to do, and you can live through it for a half. I thought their kids maybe they might not have wanted it at the end as much as they did in the first half. A little bit more pressure on them, and maybe they felt like you know, they needed to go back to Sweeterman a little bit, but you know. It's a great test for our kids coming down the stretch here, just into sectional. And I hope Jay County can win that sectional. They're certainly capable of it. They've got a great team. Kirk does an awesome job, and I know that they've got a solid group. Such a long team, such a big team, and very difficult for us to score against if we're not hitting those threes. So fortunately tonight those went in.
Yeah, and a good point made. We theorized that perhaps part of it was Jay County hasn't played in very many close games this year.
Yeah.
And that may be part of it, and this is something that you take going down the stretch of the regular season where they've got a very winnable stretch here to finish out the regular slate. For you've got New Haven and East Noble, two obviously huge conference games now with the Columbia City slip-up on Saturday night. The conference title is within reach. It starts with New Haven on Friday night. How do you get your kids ready for that?
You know, for us, it really is just being short in practice right now. We want to save legs and kind of save their minds. Everybody gets really tired right now. Lou Koning, my buddy at Belmont, Lou, if you're listening, just always appreciated your wisdom. But I really remember some things he said. Go short practices and shoot a lot of free throws. It sounds simple. Like, Coach, you got to be working on more than that. We do. Okay, we do more than that. But there's no need for us to just continue to pound our legs and wear our kids down mentally. We want them fresh in the games. We've been through pretty much any type of defensive scenario that we would see at this point. It's a matter literally of let's be crisp, let's be sharp, let's have our kids still look forward to coming to practice as much as possible. Let's get them out of here. And let's go in and take care of business here on Friday night against New Haven. It could be a little bit different because there's no JV game to kind of set the stage. So, we want to be really good at what we do. I would like to say before I leave, I'd like to just say, these games here that our kids show a lot of toughness, I think represent, someone in our community, Cleet Bailey, that we all love and that we're all praying for. I just want to thank Cleet for the impact that he's had on our program as a middle school coach, for the impact on the many kids that he's had and continues to have here in our community, for the families that support their family. I can't thank him enough for what he's meant to me and to our team. Our kids have really grown in their faith through his situation. I've told him that. And I think that there is another example of how our community comes to support those who need it the most. And as Cleet's been there for many others over the years, he and his family, we want to continue to be there for them. So love you, Cleet. Praying for you and your family. So thank you for everything.
Very well said. Coach, thanks a lot for coming up and joining us on the postgame. Congrats on a big victory, and see you Friday night.
Thank you, guys.
Norwell head coach Eric Thornton joining us after tonight's win. Norwell victorious over Jay County 58-53. Alex, we put the final touches on this one. 5-point win for Norwell, a game they trailed by as many as 13. A lot of heart shown by Norwell down the stretch. They're a hot team right now. They've won 8 out of 9. There were a lot of question marks surrounding this group. And now all of a sudden you've got 2 winnable games to finish out the regular season, and you head into sectional, a big favorite in sectional 23.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, a lot of question marks, but this team has given plenty of answers over the last couple weeks here, and going forward, looking at the rest of the schedule, as Coach Thornton said, you want to be crisp. You want to make sure that you show up ready to play. But this team is almost in cruise control the rest of the way here in the regular season, to lock up at least a share of that NE8 title, and then, like you said, will be probably be a big favorite in the sectional, and a lot of that is because their starters are getting hot at the right time. Bench players too. Mackenzie Feast is shooting it as a high clip, and 12 points in the first half for her, really filling the gap for Kennedy Filling, who had to sit with some foul trouble. Huge. Coach Thornton's squad right now is just firing on all cylinders, and defensively they figured a lot of things out in that second half that propelled them to this outstanding win, and a huge win for this program and this team going forward into sectional time here shortly.
The final score once again tonight: Norwell 58, Jay County 53. Norwell improves to 16-4 on the season. Jay County falls to 16-3. Norwell stays unbeaten at home. They go to 9-0 here at the Castle with one more home game left on the slate, and Jay County's 13-game win streak is broken at the hands of the Lady Knights tonight. That'll do it here from the Castle. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night. The Norwell Knight boys will take on One-Win Carroll here in Ossian. We'll have that for you with tip at 7:45. Until then, on behalf of my partners Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz, as well as our owners Scott and Dale Menser, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.